Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, from the Palace of Versailles. I'm Brian Lahosky. Um,
And I'm Matt Zubin. Welcome to my
yeah,
channel.
this is Matt's channel, but he's not good at doing introductions to his videos, so I'm doing it
Oh
today.
my god.
I got a new microphone, by the way, so
Oh, yeah,
my
what is it?
audio. I got a what kind of microphone?
Yeah.
It's like a fifth in. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but if it I don't have a stand for it yet, so it might. I don't know how the audio is, but whatever.
I like it. It's good.
Oh, thank you. All right. Okay, this is a spoiler review for Dragon Ball Super Broly, so let's just get rid of the formalities. Screw the formalities. We're just gonna get into it. I loved it.
It was
It
so
good.
fucking good.
Oh my god! They made a good Dragon Ball Super thing. They did it.
Super had its moments of being good. This
But
movie
the
was just
entire
like all
movie is
good.
Okay, well, this movie isn't entirely good.
I think it's entirely good. Like, no,
I
there
mean, I
are
don't
parts that are great, but the lackluster parts are still really good.
I'd be hard pressed to agree with you on that. It was hard pressed when you don't agree. Whatever. Anyway, okay, we have no
English
structure for this discussion, so we're just gonna get into it. The one thing I
English
what?
hard. That's my preferred sub.
Okay, fine, you're right. Anyway, the one thing I didn't like was the Bardock stuff, like the Dragon Ball Minus adaptation.
I actually kind of like that part because I'm not gonna lie. When I was watching the movie, I completely forgot about Minus.
Right. My problem is not so much Minus. I mean, people already hate on that, and I'm just like, whatever. The original Bardock thing is there, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
My problem is that structurally, because I'm a film student, so I have to look at it as a film.
Push glasses up closer to your eyes.
Yeah, I mean,
snarl.
Yeah, the one thing is that as a regular Dragon Ball thing, I get why they did it. They had to introduce that new backstory, but it's also in terms of a regular movie, it kind of disrupted the pace because I felt like after the flashback sequences with Broly and Paragus, I feel like it should have cut to modern day after Paragus killed what's that saying? Beats, I think his name was.
I never learned his name.
Yeah, that's
Did you
Beats.
learn
I
his name?
think. Yeah, Beats.
Okay, I remember hearing his name, but that was just some unnamed saying that Paragus kidnapped.
Beats is like a Saiyan that works in that field of what do you call it? Those
pod shipping.
Yeah, they're like the pod shipping guys.
Yeah.
So you know.
I loved seeing that on Planet Vegeta though, like seeing how they transfer pods and seeing
Mhm.
just outside the palace for the first time.
But the one thing that stuck out as a sore thumb for me was there was a terrible CGI moment where there was this craft carrying all these pods across a field, and it looked so
That
bad.
did stick out to me.
Yeah, the CG in this movie isn't very good.
No. At some moments the CG is really fucking good, but other times it's kind of like Resurrection F CG.
Yeah, the thing about the CG in this movie, or Dragon Ball movies in general, is I think it works well as quick in-between shots that transition certain parts of the fight to other parts of the fight.
Yeah.
I feel like as transitional stuff, it's better.
It works
But
very
when
well.
you have an entire 20-second fight be made of CG, it doesn't look very good.
I mean, the CG that made me realize halfway through the section was oh fuck, this is CG. Was when Broly was tossing around Super Saiyan God Goku.
That was CG?
Yeah, that was CG.
I don't.
I knew it was CG when he whipped Goku, and he didn't have the smear on him.
Oh, so it was they used that as a transitional thing, then I guess.
The entire beatdown where he's grabbing Goku by the leg and swinging him around.
Okay.
And every time he smashes into the ice, that's CG.
All right. Well, okay. Obviously, you and I are gonna talk about the fight at the end of the movie. Before we get into that, before we get into that, we don't want to blow our load yet. All right.
Okay.
I mean, not in a.
No orgasm yet.
Yeah, I got you. But anyway, blowing load is literally what it means. Whatever.
I'm about to blow my nerd all over.
Oh, by the way, earlier, do you want me to explain the whole Palace of Versailles thing?
Yeah, sure. I don't care.
Okay. Matt told me prior to this recording that he jacked off in the Palace of Versailles.
Just so I could say I jerked off a royalty has.
Do you want to explain that story really quickly?
Sure. Just because I feel like out of context would be very weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so my family took a vacation to Europe because my sister was coming back from the Peace Corps, so we decided to meet in the middle. And while we were there, we'd say hi to my foreign exchange student from Germany and stuff like that. And while we were there, we decided to go to Versailles to see it. Well, while we were there, I had to go use the bathroom. So I went to use the bathroom, and on the way over there, I saw probably one of the top 10 most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
She was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish I talked to her, but I was too shy.
Mm.
But so I was 17, I think, when I was at Versailles. 16 or 17, can't remember. Either way, I had a lot of teenage hormones going through me.
Of course.
And
understandable.
Teenage hormones are hard to control. So I decided to sit in the bathroom, and I'm like, okay, no one's in here. Or there were people like outside the stall, and I was being very quiet.
Oh,
I was like, all right, stealth mode, stealth 100, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta practice my Skyrim stealth in real life.
And that, Matt, is why I wanted to do this podcast on your channel. Anyway, back to Broly.
PG-13, everyone.
I hope you don't. I hope you're okay with talking about that.
I'm cool. I'm an open person. I don't give a shit.
Okay, that's cool. Anyway, back to Broly.
Yeah.
So, what did you think of that Frieza scene at the beginning, where he's like, "Oh, there's some snipers." Pew,
I thought that was
pew.
badass.
Well, that was pretty good, yeah.
No, Frieza's like, oh, scouter, snipers, and then Frieza's a merciless motherfucker, and it is in full force in this movie.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part of this whole movie, which this is near the end, but it's a spoiler review. So
this is who
But no, when Frieza thinks back to Namek and how it rages caused the Super Saiyan, so he kills Paragus, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that was a pretty good callback.
And then I loved how it immediately backfired on Frieza. When
not gonna lie, that
flew to Frieza. I said, "Okay, Frieza, your turn." Frieza's like, "Wait, what?"
No, I love the line. "Have fun, Frieza." Wait.
And then his transmission out of there.
That was great.
That was
I love that entire. I love that entire scene.
I laughed so hard.
Yeah, that I loved a lot of things in this movie.
Same.
There were a lot of things that there was really nothing besides that whole Bardock stuff, which was really pointless, that really like stuck out as like a sore thumb.
I think it didn't stick out because it was a way to tie it to the original Bardock special, which I love the fact that they brought back Bardock blasting Frieza's blast.
Yeah, but
I love that part.
Out of all the Saiyans, he's the only one that's trying to fight back.
No, but it's interesting though. You see before he goes to see Gine, he's the one like, yeah, Frieza's up to some shit. But you see the other Saiyans are like, nah, he won't be up to anything. He knows the Super Saiyan legend is a myth.
Yeah, but even
then Bardock's
still,
like, yeah, but Frieza's not a guy to like. Loose ends.
Still, I feel like that's something out of like an extended edition if we ever get one of those, and like I feel like that's like a cut scene because like he still had like some kind of battle scars on him, so I think it was implied that he was going to confront Frieza and fight him face to face, like in the original special. Would have been cool.
I did like that. That would have been cool, but I think this fits more to what the themes, the whole thing in the movie.
My thing is though that like the flashback stuff with like Broly and stuff, it makes sense because it's what happens in the actual movie, the whole confrontation with Broly. So I'm like, the whole Kakarot origin thing where he's more and more Superman. Basically, like now, like it's not important till later on in the movie because it's like, okay, you have Broly's origin established. Let's cut to modern day, and the story is about Broly and his father, so it should be about Broly and his father. That whole thing with like Goku and Vegeta being sent off and stuff, we didn't really need.
I mean,
really.
we did need Vegeta though. We did need Vegeta being sent off though.
I mean,
because the whole thing of, which by the way, let's say this right now, the fact that this movie is so much better than the original Legendary Super Saiyan movie, only because Goku is not the focus.
Yeah, I mean,
Broly.
like that's hard. Like it's hard to be better than the original Broly trilogy. And let me just say, before this Broly movie came out, I did not give a fuck about the 3 other movies. Bio
Broly, best Broly.
Shut up. There was a good parody. I'm wondering the Kale versus Broly, where online where like Broly like from the new one, he has a hit list. Like he took down the original Broly and then Bio Broly, and then he looks up like She Broly, and it's like it's time to destroy Kale. That was a pretty good skit. Although
It was
for some reason the second half of it becomes a Steven Universe joke, and I'm like, okay,
I
I'm
killed
checking
it.
out. Yeah, that killed my erection.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, I just felt like the whole destruction of Planet Vegeta thing and all that other stuff, I felt didn't matter to the overall movie. I feel like, and honestly, when I was watching the stuff with like the Dragon Ball Minus like adaptation, I wanted like more or less that to be adapted into its own separate movie. I would see like a full-fledged Saiyan origin movie. I didn't think we needed to see
I
that.
think they
Again,
got that with Broly though.
yeah,
No, Broly was a movie about Saiyans.
yeah,
So
no,
it makes
my
sense to have the Saiyan origin in this movie.
no,
And
my thing.
also, actually, no, I have no also. Go ahead.
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm just saying, I like that stuff. I'm just saying, as a narrative that focused on Broly, I don't think we should have gotten the stuff with Goku being sent off and Frieza destroying the planet. I don't think it's really important, really.
Although it does pad out runtime, and honestly, it's a really good padding of runtime though.
I mean, you could have spent that runtime developing the other characters more. Because, you know what, I loved Chile and Limon, I think was his
Chile
name.
was her name. I couldn't remember her name.
Yeah, Chile, yeah.
Although you got a lot from her though.
Yeah, no, you did. I wanted to see more of them because I like those characters so much. I liked Limon, and like I liked
Oh, yeah,
his whole.
same. I like them
I
too.
loved like the dynamic between those two. I really
yeah.
like those characters.
No, I like the dynamic of all three of them with Lime, Chile, and Broly. I like the dynamic.
Yeah, I want to see more of that.
And I think we will, because now they all live on the same planet together.
Yeah, we will. I wish we had more of it to establish a relationship between them. And another thing I really would have wanted was more from like more of a relationship like dynamic between Paragus and Broly, because like Paragus, like him being like a cruel person that's like manipulating his son. It felt like a plot point that was dropped as soon as Frieza killed him off later in the movie.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, that made sense. Although, to be fair, though, you kind of have to see from Broly's view, even though his dad was kind of a dick, it was all Broly knew.
Yeah, good point.
So, to be fair, I mean, like, you hear the story about Broly having that one friend on the planet where he has the fur on, which, that was a nice detail of her backstory of Broly. That was a nice little new detail. I'm like...
Yeah.
I was like, oh, so Broly likes playing with, like... So Goku also liked playing like Goku did.
Yeah. He's kind of like Broly. There's a lot of parallels between Goku and Broly, but the one thing is like Broly is like in his 40s. I'm pretty sure.
No, they're all in their 40s.
Yeah, they're all in their 40s. Yeah, it's so kind of tragic. I was also kind of confusing when I was like researching some parts of the movie. I was like, wait, why is he 40? But he has like the mentality of like a child. But I'm thinking like, oh, it makes sense because he was raised to be like an animal,
yeah,
which
no,
is really
he was raised to be a weapon.
He was raised to be a weapon and an animal, and like him to like be like that, like half of his life is like over, and is like, that's so kind of sad. It makes you kind of sympathize with the character more. I love Broly in this movie.
Broly goes from being Broly goes from being like cool yet so dumb to being awesome and like kind of sympathetic.
That's it. Yeah, and sympathetic, which is why like I want to see him be like a good guy and fight along with the Z fighters.
Yeah, and he is. You see him at the end of the movie when Goku like teleports to their planet, and she's like, "What the hell do you want?" And Goku's like, "Listen, I just came here for him because he cannot die on this planet. Okay, he needs to live because I want to fight him again."
I did also like what do you call it? Oh no, actually, wait. I was gonna say something I didn't like again. What? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah. The fact that Goku and Vegeta are like fucking monsters.
I thought that was funny.
No, listen, like Goku clearly saw that Broly was like sympathetic and being used as a weapon, and he tried to convince him to like be good. But like meanwhile Vegeta's just like, fuck this guy, I'm killing him.
I mean, to be fair, that was always kind of Vegeta's thing.
I mean, yeah,
Vegeta saw a threat, so he decided to kill it. That's always been Vegeta's thing.
That's true.
Goku likes to save. Goku's like, you're a threat. No, you're not. You're just strong. Let's fight again. Vegeta's like, no, Goku, he's evil. Let's fucking kill him.
Yeah, and also Gogeta, when at the end when he's trying to like be like trying to like mess up like that ending scene where like Gogeta is like gonna unleash that Kamehameha against like
Broly.
Broly. He was straight up gonna murder him. I mean,
he was straight up gonna kill him.
If he was like a few Z of like Goku, then he would have had compassion for him and been like, I don't want to fight.
I mean, to be fair, Vegeta was the same thing though.
I don't
Vegeta was
know.
more relentless.
Yeah, it felt.
Vegeta was more playful though.
I just felt like Gogeta at near the end of that fight was like a cold-blooded killer. He seemed more like an antagonist.
I would say that. To be
You
fair,
wouldn't say that?
I wouldn't say that because throughout the movie you see how powerful Broly's getting. Because even said in the movie, he's learning as he fights.
Mm-hmm.
So, like the more he fights, the stronger he gets.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of like the whole theme of Dragon Ball or the whole
Right.
like super thing.
But Broly like amplified it by like a millionfold.
Mm-hmm. Because at the beginning of the movie though, I did like that because his power up never seemed like bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was kind of just like, okay, so the Great Ozaru made sense. We've had that for forever.
Mm-hmm.
I said Great Ozaru.
I'm glad that we got
I combined
references to
both
that.
names together.
The Great Ozaru.
Like,
I did like that we got reference to that.
yeah, I like how they brought that back. I mean, if you're going to do Origins of
Fine.
Saiyans, you have to mention the Ozaru.
I'm a little upset that we didn't get to see an Ozaru.
I mean,
but...
we kind of did, though. Broly's power-up was like a contained Ozaru.
Yeah, his like wrathful form
Yeah.
apparently it's called. Yeah, that, but like an actual great ape.
I
would
still
like
love the fact how that form got more explanation than Super Saiyan Rage did.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan Rage had like numerous episodes to explain itself.
Yeah,
Broly
Trunks,
had what, 10
Trunks
minutes?
was like, "I'm gonna transform," and everyone's like, "Oh, cool." He
What are you
transformed.
now?
Like, he's like, "Yeah, no one cares."
And then Broly gets 2 transformations. And does he get Legendary Super Saiyan or just regular Super Saiyan? Because his hair was just regular
I
gold.
think it's implied to be Legendary Super Saiyan,
Okay.
or at least, I don't think he's directly called the Legendary Super Saiyan, but he's like a mutant kind of Saiyan. They do make reference to it though.
I do.
Like when they're when he's in the pod as a baby, and there was that one like weird accent Saiyan who's like, "Oh, maybe one day he'll become the Legendary Super Saiyan."
That is true. Which I think is
I mean,
right.
By the way, I'm not like mad that she had an accent. I'm just like,
I know.
okay, no, I mean it's okay. Before I'm called out as a racist, let's move on.
No,
basically,
the accent was weird to hear on Planet Vegeta.
no, it just caught me off, just like surprise. I'm like, okay, I guess there can be different like
Accents
races
on
of
Vegeta.
Saiyans. I mean, they're like humans, but whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
moving on.
I think my favorite. Actually, no. Speaking of the voices in the movie, I think my favorite voice was the John Travolta sounding Frieza soldier that was collecting the Dragon Balls.
No, trying to remember that.
That he was on the ship that Vegeta shot down, which I thought was hilarious how Vegeta shot it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was great.
But you see Goku like breathing on the glass.
Get out of this ship.
He's like, he's trying to kill us, and you see Goku's nose like a bowl. Oh yeah,
That
the
was
humor in
pretty
this
funny.
movie is hilarious.
Yeah, it's a pretty funny movie. Oh yeah, because well, it's directly written by Toriyama.
Oh
I
my
think.
god, yeah. So you have the natural
The ball-
Dragon Ball humor in Super, and I fucking love that.
Yeah, you know what? I felt like it's weird because I felt like for the entire movie I was watching a Dragon Ball Z movie. It felt like Dragon Ball Z, not so much Super.
And I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's weird. Like Toriyama has like a weird whenever he touches something because he didn't directly write everything in Super. He was just like, all right, here's an
He
outline.
gave the layout.
Yeah, but it's like whenever he's like directly attached to something, it has that Z feel, and I really wish he would write more of his own stuff.
Who
because
knew
like,
the creator of Dragon Ball could fix things that when people try to make Dragon Ball related stuff?
it feels like Dragon Ball.
I know. It's great.
I wish he would write most of Super.
No, instead of just giving the outline, which I'm not gonna lie, I am 100% certain Toriyama was the one who was just like, okay, the Final Fight of Super has to be Goku, Frieza, and 17 versus Jiren. That had to be him because that was too good to be like a Toei move.
I don't think it is because because the manga version is different. Because
Oh, it is?
yeah, the manga version like of how they knock out Jiren is different.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I think again he just gives the outline like these people get knocked off and then 17 is the winner. I don't think like that whole ending with like Goku, Frieza, and 17 teaming up against Jiren. I think was a Toei animation thing.
Oh, look at
Because-
Toei learning how to do Dragon Ball right.
Yeah. No, and what happened in the manga was that basically, again, spoilers, but, you know, whatever.
That's right.
Basically what happened was, Frieza, no, Goku held Jiren kind of like how he held Raditz against Piccolo. And
so
then,
it was a callback.
yeah, and Frieza, like, punched them both out, and then Goku's like, you idiot, we're all gonna get knocked off, and then we'll all get erased. And then in the wreckage, 17's like, psych, I'm here.
Oh, that's kind of... Eh.
Yeah,
It's
I
kind
mean,
of lackluster.
no, and then 17's like, and everyone's like, wait a minute, 17, I thought you blew up, and 17's like, I don't have a bomb in me, you idiot. You
Oh
know,
yeah, they wish that way.
yeah, they actually like made reference to it.
Okay, that's a nice little callback then.
Yeah, I like that. I wish that the actual freaking
Fight was
anime did that. You know, the fight's kind of anticlimactic,
yeah,
but
yeah,
moving back to Broly,
yeah. Back to the good stuff.
there was a lot of references to it also that I found weren't too obnoxious.
Because they made sense to call back to, like the Raditz, like just Raditz, seeing Raditz again was fun.
Oh yeah, and there were people in my theater who was like, "Oh, he
Oh,
exists."
yeah, I know. People, no, I had someone nearby me. I had someone in the row behind me. When the person next to when they saw Raditz, when like they showed the scene of Vegeta, Nappa, Raditz, and the two other Saiyans.
Hmm.
Which, by the way, what the fuck ever happened to those two other Saiyans?
I don't know.
Like, if they said Vegeta, Raditz, and Nappa, that'd been fine.
No, I mean it makes sense. Maybe like something happened to them like over the years, you
That
know?
could make sense, yeah. And they did like kind of older than the rest of them.
Yeah, so it's fine.
Speaking of Raditz and Vegeta, I did love the fact that fucking when they mentioned when Gine and Bardock are talking about Raditz going off of Vegeta, Bardock's like, "Oh, I would never want to be stuck with that guy."
Nope.
I thought that was funny.
Um,
Oh wait, no,
I'm
back
trying
to
to
that. The person behind me though was like, I think it was her boyfriend.
Mhm.
She asked her boyfriend, like, "Who's the guy next to Vegeta?" And I was like, "Oh my god, you've never seen like the start of Z?" I'm like,
That's funny.
I understand if you're like your boyfriend's the one who's like into it, but it's like it's cute that you come here with him if you don't know about Dragon Ball.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I thought that was like kind of cute thing behind me. I was like, "Oh,
No,
you know what's
go.
going on, but you still care for your boyfriend." You still...
Oh my God. No, wait. How about we talk about the theater experience? How was it for you?
I had a great time.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, how? What were some of the people's reactions?
The person next to me had the. I don't know why you use my thumb to point at there's someone next to me here. The person next to me, they were playing Dokkan Battle before like the movie started,
Nerds.
and I was like, wow, like I can't be playing that right now too. But my phone didn't have enough space on it, so I was like, damn it, I need to get a 32 gig phone next. But
Yeah,
but they were just like talking about like what the movie's gonna be about, and like we all saw the trailers, guys. Come on.
yeah.
Nobody's a casual fan of Dragon Ball. Either you're all in.
Yeah.
Or you're not.
No, there's no such thing as a casual fan anymore of Dragon Ball.
Seriously.
Honestly, I read the spoilers going in, so I knew like 90% of what was going to happen in the
I
movie.
was trying to avoid all the spoilers until my buddy Ty, he literally said next to me, we're in my buddy Tim's apartment, and he just goes, "Oh shit, Gogeta's gonna be in the movie," and I went, "You motherfucker!"
Well, when was that? Well, again, they gave that away in a trailer.
No,
so.
they gave it away, but I chose to avoid the trailer.
Oh, well,
Like as soon as I heard a hint that, as soon as I heard that Gogeta was gonna be in one of the DLC packs for Xenoverse, I was just like, okay, I have to avoid everything now about the Broly movie.
that's still a problem with like Toei Animation revealing that Gogeta was going to be in it.
They revealed it, and that kind of bothered me. But the movie was still such a hype moment when they did that.
Oh yeah, totally.
So I feel like in the end, it didn't really matter. If I had to get probably even put even more people into the seats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're like, oh shit, Gogeta's canon now. Let's fucking go.
Well, also when I went into the theater, they gave me like a pamphlet, or not a pamphlet,
With
like
Gogeta on it, yeah, I got the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, you're like, it'd be a pretty big. I wish they kept Gogeta out of the marketing in general.
I
Like
mean,
I know he's to attract people, but the movie is called Broly. I think getting Broly in a movie is still incentive for people to see it.
it is. But however, though, over the years, the fan base has gone from like, oh, Broly's cool to Broly's kind of dumb. So
Yeah.
to be fair, it'd be nice to like who's a character that's not dumb that we can bring in easily? Gogeta. People love Gogeta, so they're like, if
Oh,
we
and we actually.
so if we get the new Broly, who's like fucking really good with Gogeta, it made it perfect for me, honestly.
Yeah. Also, yeah, I liked Gogeta in this. I mean, I liked Gogeta in Fusion Reborn, but
Same.
he only fought for like a minute.
Yeah, here he fought for
But,
like the last 10 minutes of the movie. But the last 10 minutes, oh my god, that sense of speed was amazing. Like, you felt like you were actually like flying around Dragon Ball. Which, speaking of flying around, that first person perspective from Broly when he was fighting Goku, that was beautiful.
Oh, Well, hold on a second. I want to wait a second. I still want to talk about the. I want to talk about my theater experience too. And I was gonna also say, shit. What was I gonna say?
Yeah.
Why does this always happen?
That ties into my theater experience, though, Brian. To give you more
Yeah.
time to recover for your theater experience.
Mhm.
When you were doing the first person perspective as Broly flying around, in my seat, I kind of shook around myself to make it feel like I was flying too.
Yeah. No. In my head, I went. No, actually, I went with a friend of mine, and I had to make sure he didn't like. I had to make sure he didn't hear me, but I put my hand over my mouth and I went "pachoo, pachoo" to like some of the key lines. And I looked over and he didn't look, and I'm like, yes, I'm in the clear.
That's amazing.
Or at least for like, okay, I really want to talk about the fight scenes in a second, but I want to say my theater experience, it was really fun. There were a lot of people that laughed at a lot of the jokes and stuff like that. And the one annoying thing that was there was a guy in front of me who was recording part of it.
Oh, I've seen people do that.
Yeah, and like a theater usher came in and like snapped at him, and he was like, "Okay, I'm sorry."
Oh no, even some people on YouTube, like literally as soon as they came back from the movie.
Yeah, they put it up on there.
Yeah, no, I literally because I saw it yesterday too. We were recording this on the 18th, and we saw this on January 17th. I couldn't go opening night because I had class.
Yeah, same.
So,
I have like class for like 6 hours.
Oh, you too?
Yeah, I have like 6 hours worth of class on like Monday and Wednesday.
Oh, lucky bastard! I go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Ah, damn.
I go from 5 to 11. God damn it.
Yeah, thankfully everyone in the film school over here is like off on Fridays.
Nice.
Yeah.
But back to the fight scenes.
Yeah. Well, hold on a second. I want to say a few things first.
Okay.
I want to say Gogeta was actually really cool because you got to see him do a lot of things, and one of the things that he did was like a reference to the movie, that whole
Stardust Burst.
Yeah,
that
Stardust
was so
Burst.
fucking sweet.
I like that because it's like it's one of those references that it's like it's not too obnoxious because you're like, oh, it's newcomers can be like, oh, it's just a really cool attack.
Yeah,
So,
and oldcomers can be like, oh shit, they brought that back.
yeah.
I did not expect that to come back. I did not expect that.
Yeah. All right. Can we talk about the fight scenes now?
Yes, please. Oh my god.
Okay. Okay. Good. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. First of all, of course, this is the best looking Dragon Ball movie like ever, ever released.
The fights are so fluid.
They're so amazing. Yeah, the CG is kind of annoying, but it's not there for too long. But it's just like everything, animation wise.
Art style blends so well to the CG though.
Oh, it looks so good.
It's not as jarring as in Battle of Gods or Resurrection F.
It looks so good.
Even though you can tell it's CG, it doesn't detract from the art style.
Yeah. And it's just it's so good. And, like them flying around, and I mean that's what Dragon Ball is.
That sense of speed though when you're like the dash lines.
Oh my god, there were so many instances with like this and like the older movies. I mean, Battle of Gods and Resurrection F did this too, but the camera would constantly spin in different directions.
To fall around.
The cinematography was like you can't replicate that in real life. It was amazing. It's like,
oh, it was so beautiful. Like even like the brief scenes of like beams, every beam looked beautiful in this movie.
Every like most of like the 99% of like all the like the single frames is like a piece of art. It looks great.
Seriously, you could like probably pause this movie at almost any other turn and make that as like a wallpaper or something.
Yeah, and when they were doing they did really awesome stuff with like the fight choreography.
Oh my god, it was so beautiful. Like, dude, when they brought back in the techniques, I was like, oh shit, we're back in form. Because, dude, Z killed the technique aspect of Dragon Ball. And then Super brought it back for the Tournament of Power and for Zamasu.
Yeah, the whole idea of like doing techniques, because Dragon Ball Z at the end was just like fighting.
Stronger.
Yeah, it didn't really matter on like how they did it.
And so they brought that back with Super. And then some fans were like, oh my god, this is impossible. It's like, dude, technique. Have you seen Dragon Ball?
Yeah, that's kind of what defined the original. And like they mixed the regular techniques like well with the actual like fighting.
Oh yeah, and the dude, the martial arts Goku did was amazing. Because you're like, oh yeah, right, Goku had martial arts training.
Yeah.
Like, you can see him fight different everyone else too. Throughout the movie, you see that Goku, or you see Vegeta, Broly, and Frieza, they fight more like brawlers. And Vegeta does more martial arts stuff now, thanks to Whis.
Yeah, and Goku does regular like moves and stuff.
Then you turn from like Roshi and like, dude, when he did like the over the shoulder throw down on Broly, my first thought was, I'm like, oh shit, that's cool. My second thought was, in the show My Hero Academia, that's like Deku's like only move he has for a while. And I was like, oh, he pulled a Deku.
did something new.
Yeah. But,
Also, like, and just seeing like stuff like what do you call it? Like them jumping on beams and stuff like that, and like
that was beautiful.
just everything just felt really amazing. Oh, and I love the soundtrack too.
The soundtrack was great, dude.
The soundtrack was great, especially those themes with like the announcer. That was like Kakarot versus Broly.
Oh no, and I love the
He didn't say
song that
versus,
played when
but-
Gogeta and Broly fought. It was just in the back in here, Gogeta.
Gogeta, Gogeta. I think that's leaked on like YouTube, and people have made remixes of it.
I'll have to fucking find it.
Yeah, look up the Kakarot versus Broly and the Gogeta versus Broly themes. They're like so great.
Oh,
They're so great.
Speaking of Kakarot, I loved at the end that when like Goku introduced himself as Goku, he's like, "You guys call me Goku, Broly, you can call me Kakarot." It's like, oh, Kakarot! Because I was like, oh my god, he's fucking embracing like he's like, because Goku at the beginning of Z, he didn't really embrace his Saiyan heritage until like what, after he became Super Saiyan? Oh no, after Vegeta died, he embraced it. And then nowadays he's like, yeah, listen, you're Saiyan, yeah, call me Kakarot. Let's go by our Saiyan names.
I feel like I both really like and dislike that. I want to talk about
It's
because
like a Saiyan thing.
Yeah, no, I like that he like accepts his Saiyan heritage, but there's nothing in the movie that happens that makes him accept it. Because throughout the entire series, he didn't want to accept his Saiyan heritage because the Saiyans were a race of savages and stuff like that, you know. So he wanted to be called Goku.
You see, I'm gonna disagree there because I think that thing that happened to make him be like even more accepting of his heritage was during his fight with Broly. He was like, wait a minute, you're not a bad guy, you're just misguided.
Yeah, I felt more that when he said Kakarot at the end, I felt like that was just a reference to Broly constantly screaming Kakarot.
I can see that, but that could also be a thing too. But I kind of like how, like, let's be honest here, look, Goku, Vegeta, Tarble, and Broly are the last remaining full-blood Saiyans.
Yeah.
And they're all nice Saiyans. With the exception of Vegeta, but Vegeta's Vegeta, and we love him anyway. And even then, Vegeta's a softie when it comes to Bulma.
They're all like mostly nice just because Goku was nice. So, and don't you? What?
I do think actually no. That when you talk about actually thinking back to this for a second about Vegeta, when the beginning of the movie when they like it started off with the flashback at the beginning of the movie, and then it shows and I'm going through the ages as it goes to like.
Oh, that was such a good transition.
That was such a great transition. Because at one point they even showed Vegeta too, and they're like, Vegeta's like, "Oh, I don't give a shit about my blood family and all my Saiyan race," and then now he cares about Bulma and Trunks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he cares about a different family.
Like it shows through the ages. That was also a beautiful animation too. It showed through the ages.
Yeah,
and it showed that transition of Goku in his space pod flying down, and then it shows the ages. And it goes to modern day of Goku and Vegeta fighting in the ocean. That was so cool.
I wonder what happened to baby Goku's Saiyan armor.
You know what? Know something I learned?
What?
Goku's backstory, where it showed him in the pod, Grandpa Gohan finding him. Grandpa Gohan did find him in the original. However, everything else that was added, Toei did.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, but
so
like
this is the canon Toriyama backstory.
Right. It's kind of jarring just living with that.
It's jarring, but at the same time, Goku's backstory, for me, I never really focused on. Because I was like, okay, this is Goku. He's a boy who's a boy with a tail. And then he liked fighting because he liked fighting. And then later you learn he's a Saiyan and they're a warrior race.
Right. It's still weird, though, because even in the manga, Raditz, when he first... Remember him? When he first came and met
Goku. I remember him. He was in the movie.
Yeah. Even like when Raditz like showed up, he said like Goku was sent to Earth as a baby to exterminate all life. He didn't say, "Oh, your mom and dad knew that some asshole was going to blow up our planet, so he sent you there."
I mean, Raditz wasn't really told everything though, and you learned that Raditz really just said when he like, "Oh yeah, what happened to your family?" It's like, "Oh, I think they just blew up."
Ah, well, whatever.
And it showed that he didn't really care, so it showed that Raditz wasn't the best listener.
Nope. Oh, Raditz, you fucking idiot.
Who knew?
You think that... I was going to say, you think... Yeah, you'd think the brother of the main character would be a more prominent role, but nah.
What are you talking about? He already has his brother Vegeta, best buddies.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you think? Do you think it would be better if Vegeta was actually Goku's brother?
Nah,
Yeah, I'd say so too. I'm just saying Raditz and Vegeta had like the same like they have that same like Widow's Peak on them.
they do.
Like they have that same design similarity, so I'm thinking like maybe I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe originally they were going to be like the same kind of
Oh, speaking of Vegeta, the
Mhm.
weirdest fucking detail was added about him in this movie.
What's that?
His full name is Vegeta the Fourth.
Oh, right, yeah, I forgot about that.
That's
That's
his
so
full
weird.
name.
It makes sense though that the entire bloodline of Planet Vegeta would just keep calling their main like
Son
ruler
Vegeta.
Vegeta.
That would make sense. So you always thought like, okay, so he's just Vegeta Junior. No, he's Vegeta the Fourth.
Mm.
So I always thought that was kind of like, oh, that makes sense. It's kind of like a royal thing.
Yeah, it's like also a world building kind of thing, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
It was a nice deal too. It's a nice detail that didn't even like distract too much. Anyway, it's like, oh, Vegeta's name was Vegeta the Fourth. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense. His father was King Vegeta. His planet name is literally Vegeta.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Do you
Pretty,
think the planet is Vegeta the First?
the planet is called Vegeta the First. So that's the second Vegeta. When King Vegeta got married, he said, "You know what? You're gonna be Vegeta the Second. I'll be Vegeta the Third. Our son will be Vegeta the Fourth." We'll have this whole thing going on, and that's why he banished Tarble because he
You're
wasn't
not
called
Vegeta.
He's not Vegeta. Like the mom was like, "I want to give him a normal name," and the King Vegeta's like, "Fine, if you're fucking weird."
Fine, we got Vegeta Bulls.
We got Vegeta and Vegeta Junior.
Oh my god.
Just
I guess-
Vegeta name. No,
I was really happy to see Nappa only because of DBZ abridged.
Yeah. No, actually, okay, going back to the Vegeta thing. King Vegeta names everything in his palace after another Vegeta. Like, the
This
castle.
is Throne Vegeta. This is Pillar Vegeta. That's
No,
Pillar
no.
Vegeta the Second.
Everything's like Vegeta and then a number. So the castle is Vegeta the Fifth. His bed is Vegeta the Sixth. Everything is just property. Everything is an extension of himself.
I think it'd be funny if we named it like Pillar Vegeta, and every time he sees a servant, and this is Bitch Vegeta.
What do you want, bitch Vegeta? Can't you see I'm talking to medical ward Vegeta about this baby in my in this
Nursing
pod,
my
in this
Prince
Vegeta pod. Everything's just what an asshole.
And this is my Pod Vegeta, and that's Pod Vegeta Junior.
Everything is Vegeta.
What'd you learn from the Broly movie, Matt? Everything is Vegeta. That's why Frieza feared the Saiyan race. They're all Vegeta.
Everything's Vegeta. Everything's Vegeta when you're King Vegeta.
Everything's Vegeta when you're on planet Vegeta.
And that's why he
bad
didn't.
at rhythm.
He didn't like
Because
Broly
I'm not
being.
Vegeta.
He didn't like Broly being in that nursing pod. He was like, "Hey, all these babies are supposed to be named Vegeta. Damn it, get him out of here!
Why is his name not Bitch Vegeta the 20th?
God damn it!"
We have Prince Vegeta, and the rest of these people are Bitch Vegetas.
And Paragus comes into the room. "Why are you banishing my son?" No reason, Paragus Vegeta. What? I mean, Paragus.
Bitch Paragus
What?
Vegeta. What?
He's like, nothing.
But back to the fights.
Okay.
I fucking loved every single fight in this movie.
Yeah, so, okay,
Yeah,
we're done with
just-
that. Let's go back to the Vegeta thing. No, I'm just kidding. Let's not.
No, my favorite fight was probably not even because it was a good fight, because it was fucking hilarious. Was
The Frieza fight?
versus Broly.
Yeah, I love the have fun, Frieza. Wait a minute!
No, but my favorite thing about the trailers was
What?
in the trailers they show Broly in his base form fighting Frieza.
Yeah,
In the
they,
movie, he's in Super Saiyan form.
mm.
I thought they were like, oh shit, they changed that for the trailer. That's fucking sweet.
If they changed that for the trailer, then why did they give away that whole Gogeta thing?
I don't know, but
That's
all
stupid.
I know,
I don't like that. I
I
hate
don't
it.
like it. But listen, it
Hate
doesn't
it.
matter. It doesn't matter anymore because the movie's already out, and the movie is fucking phenomenal.
Right. I also love.
No, what about the Frieza fight though? The best
Yeah.
part was the fact how when they're trying to learn how to fuse,
Yeah, it takes them an
They
hour.
say, okay, now we gotta wait another 30 minutes. And as they say that, because of Frieza getting his ass beat.
For like an hour.
So it's implied that Frieza's getting his ass kicked for an hour.
I'm surprised, like, nobody did anything about that. I mean, I'm surprised that, like...
Nobody gives a shit.
I'm surprised that maybe, like, any of the other Z fighters didn't come to the Arctic, like, all right, what's going on here?
I mean, to be fair, when you feel that power, and then you feel Goku Vegeta there, they're probably like, oh, it's fine. They're like, oh, it's fine.
I mean, I know it's a movie, but it's still canon to, like, the overall story, so I would have liked if they had, like, reaction shots from, like, people all over the Earth about the battle going on.
That would have been nice.
Yeah, like
even
seeing...
a reaction shot from, like, Goten and Trunks, we can feel like...
Yeah, like seeing... Or maybe, like, seeing Android 17 on his island feeling, like, the vibrations.
Mm-hmm. Like,
or hell... Or even Oob, because, you know, he still exists.
No, I don't think Oob. That'd be a weird detail. I didn't think it'd do another, like a thing with Krillin, being like, oh, so glad I'm not there.
Oh, no!
Good dude.
I don't know, it's like, you know.
Anytime Krillin's on screen, it gets hilarious.
Mm. You know, Krillin, I got into a debate with someone today, but Krillin is actually an important character in Dragon Ball, okay?
Oh my god, no, he saved Dragon Ball.
Yeah, no, he's not the strongest guy, and yeah, he died maybe, 3 times? Whoop-de-doo.
If you include GT, then...
Yeah, that's 4. But,
yeah.
But newsflash, okay, if it weren't for him, everyone would be fucking dead.
Yeah, that's true.
He helped save Dende, who... Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, Gohan technically did that, but I guess Krillin also, like, he's, like, saved the Dragon Balls. Mm-hmm. He's such, like, a strategic fighter.
He pushed Goku to go even get stronger with Master Roshi.
Sure, maybe he didn't use that...
He was the first rival. He was the first rival.
Maybe he didn't use the solar flare in Kionzon, which still pisses me off to this day. But, you know, it's just still... No idea how good of a character he is, alright?
He's an amazing character.
I just wish that he didn't really suck in Super. But, you know.
No, he didn't suck in Super.
They're not really giving him anything to do, though, because they have all these, like, amazingly powerful villains, and really Krillin can't go up against them. I mean, it made sense in, like, the Frieza, like, the Namek arc, because...
He was the only one left.
What? No, there was...
It
made sense in the Namek arc because there was an entire army of Frieza's force scattered all across the planet. Mm-hmm. So it gave something for Krillin to do.
And Turn Power.
Yeah.
Turn Power gives Krillin something to do.
I
beat Majora in less than 3 days.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I knew you were going to make that reference.
Come on.
I wanted to make a joke. Reference. No, I'm more mad because I wanted to make that joke first, damn it. Damn it. Anyway, no, he got knocked out like in the first few episodes, and then the entire arc he was just like, "Oh no, Goku, do that thing."
Spirit bomb.
Yeah, spirit. I like how Goku lost one fight against Jiren, and he's like, "All right, time to nuke him."
I mean, to be fair, if you had like a get out of jail free card, and your first thing doesn't work, you're like, "All right, get out of jail free card."
Yeah.
And then that led the fact that the spirit bomb didn't work. He's like, "Oh fuck."
Shit.
Yeah, that was great.
You know, this is off topic, but I think maybe the Namek arc might be my favorite arc in Dragon Ball, just because there's so much stuff going on,
and it had a good power progression system.
It felt like a battle zone, like everyone scattered off. It felt like a war zone kind of thing. It was
a war zone.
Yeah, like everyone hiding under these rocks and stuff while all these people like were doing these things. I liked that.
Yeah, it's more of a pyramid system.
I wish Namek didn't look so boring.
Here's the thing though. Namek looked boring, but everything that happened on Namek was far from boring.
Yeah, I just didn't like the aesthetic of like the wastelands.
That is true.
It's like, oh, because the grass is green and sky is blue on Earth, the grass is blue and the sky is green on Namek.
Oh.
Get it?
Funny. Although, to be fair though, I do like how the planet looks boring as shit. But the boring background made the character designs stick out so much more.
Yeah, but when you're spending like 70 plus episodes in the original Dragon Ball Z on Namek, it kind of gets boring after a while.
It kind of does, but to be fair, let's be honest here. Who was bored when the Ginyu Force showed up? Nobody.
I wasn't.
Exactly. When the Ginyu Force showed up, you're like, I don't know what's going on here, but I fucking love it.
Yeah. It was not bad. Not bad. Anyway.
Speaking of the Ginyu Force.
They were in this movie.
Yeah, I love that. The first thing you see him do in this movie, first you see him in the background, you're like, oh, there they are. When they first in the center of the screen, pose. And I'm like, yes.
They were like, all right, the first thing we do, we have to dab on these haters.
Basically, no, only
They're
bird
creating
dab
they created like a dab shield around Frieza so they can't hate on him.
exactly.
That's how Frieza gets to like new people. They're like, all right, I have to make sure I get the Ginyu Force to dab on haters. That way, they won't hate me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of the Star movie,
Yes.
I love the fact that it shows how Frieza like. I always thought Frieza kind of rose to power by himself.
Oh yeah. That whole
He inherited King Cold's empire.
Yeah, that
I
was
never
pretty
knew
good.
that. I was like, oh, so he inherited it. Okay.
That's what I figured happened, and I'm glad that we got like confirmation about that.
No, because you always talk about Frieza being so powerful, so it's like, oh, the Frieza just uses power to get an army. I mean, it made sense to me, but I was like, oh shit.
And then they introduced King Cold, and you're like, wait a minute, how does this hierarchy work?
And
then it's like, and then it makes sense, like when King Cold's like, I'm gonna retire now, all right?
No, that I kind of wish they did, which I know they've been like adding a lot to this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of wish they showed Cooler.
Oh, I believe that Cooler is gonna be in a future movie.
Yo, what?
I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's rumored that it's gonna happen, but I believe that's what they're gonna do.
I would totally be down to see Cooler.
I think. Well, I read from the spoilers, but in the ending where Frieza's talking to like his forces when they're conquering that planet. By the way, it's really stupid that Goku and Vegeta leave Frieza alive. I think this guy's an asshole. Okay,
no, he's an asshole,
kill him.
But at the same time, they were occupied with Broly, and Frieza got away during that. Also, I love the fact that
Gogeta at the end was like, "Don't kill him," and then Frieza's like, "Okay, bye, I'll leave."
No, because because they don't kill Frieza, because I'm positive at this point now, they just love fucking with him.
Right.
I'm pretty sure they get more satisfaction out of fucking with the old ruler of the Saiyan race than they do by actually killing him.
I don't know. I mean, Frieza's still conquering other planets, and even like Goku and Vegeta got to be like, "That's a dick move. Let's not let him do that." But it's like, I'd rather they don't do that. But
I mean, to be fair though, I think they're more focused on the fact that the God of Destruction basically lives on their planet now.
Yeah.
I think that would take precedent over. Like, I have this guy who can destroy my planet. If he gets slightly angry, I'm gonna focus on this than the guy who's taking over other galaxies for a sec.
Okay, there's still a big plot hole in terms of the Beerus situation.
No, there's no plot hole there. Uncle Beerus is busy babysitting. He cannot fight.
No. Listen, one thing I find weird is that, well, you know, the Universe 7 team won the Tournament of Power, so Beerus should like owe them a favor for helping save the entire multiverse from extinction. But so Beerus would maybe be like, fuck this Broly guy, I'll just kill him, Hakai, and then that's it. Like, Broly, I mean, the whole idea that Beerus still doesn't want to get involved because he's a god and he's too cool for school, I don't think that's like a thing anymore. It shouldn't be a thing anymore because I think he's pretty tight with the Z Warriors, so like he should owe them a favor.
He's more or less just tight with Goku and Vegeta and Yamcha. Him and Yamcha are bros.
Yeah.
Yamcha put his arm around Beerus and Beerus is like, "What's up, bro?"
Okay, maybe the animation of the earlier arcs of Super were fucking terrible, but like some of the humor that they added was really good.
The animation of Super was always hit or miss, but the humor was always on point in Super.
I wish that
nailed the old. I feel like Super nailed the old style Dragon Ball in terms of humor and characters.
Yeah.
But it did lack in like the action that Z had.
Yeah, that's one thing I was going to reference earlier. That when I kept trying to reference it, but my mind kept wandering. But basically, what happened was, I mean, I was going to say, the fights of Super, like the show, it felt like whenever a punch was thrown, it felt like there was no weight to it.
In this movie, every punch had weight.
It felt like Dragon Ball Z fights, where like in every fight in Dragon Ball Z, or most of them anyway, some of them are terrible. Like the animation, the animation in Z made it feel like every character had a presence on screen, and every time they punched someone, it felt like it hit.
Oh, speaking of presence on screen, even Bulma felt like she had a presence on screen, even though she doesn't fight.
Somewhat in this movie, but I was gonna say, when like Vegeta and Broly are first fighting, I felt like every punch being thrown with like the sound effects. The sound direction was great.
Oh my god, the sound was beautiful.
The sound like direction in most Dragon Ball like things are great, but like it felt like more prominent here, especially like on the big screen.
It made me feel like Wrath of the Dragon, and Wrath of the Dragon had beautiful sound design.
Yeah, it was very good and very crisp, and I liked it. It's very very Smash Brothers-y.
You felt the oomph in the hits.
Yeah, and that's why I was going along. Every time that they threw a punch and that sound went, I like went back in my seat and went like, oh yeah, that felt good.
Right.
Actually, that sounds like I'm getting aroused.
My favorite hit, or my two favorite, actually three. Oh, the four. There are a lot of favorite hits in the movie.
Yeah.
But one of the ones that stuck out to me the most was in Vegeta did that spin move and like kicked out Broly's legs and then just kicked him across to the ice mountain. I was like, beautiful. Oh shit, that was fluid as fuck.
There's a lot of great choreography in this movie.
It's so great. And even like the training fight between Goku and Vegeta, dude. Every time they did like the when they'd pan out to like, see like the other people in the crowd watching them fight, and you just saw like the boom 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 boom, like the burst of air.
It was great.
Even those felt like they had oomph.
Every single it was just I loved it.
Wow, I see nothing going on there, but I can tell some badass shit's happening.
Favorite part of the movie, I think for me it was, I guess we're just gonna. I want to do favorite parts of the movie. Favorite part of the movie.
One of the best favorite parts.
That flashback with Ribrianne. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, she did peer up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, the flashback had all the villains.
All the Tournament of Power fighters.
That is true.
Which I thought was pretty cool. I wish that it didn't cut away so fast because I was like, oh, it's Jiren. Oh.
Yeah, I did like seeing all the Tournament of Power fighters in the Shintane style. Shintani,
actually, wait a minute. Why was I getting excited about seeing Jiren?
Because honestly, Jiren, he's not a bad character.
You know what?
No. He's not a bad character,
That's
but
a good
he's
one.
not a great character.
Okay, sure. Whatever. He needed to learn the power of friendship or whatever.
And you're goddamn right. Every anime character needs to know the power of friendship. Unless you're Goku and Vegeta.
That was Jiren's character arc.
Learn the power of Saiyans.
Jiren's character arc was learning the power of fucking friendship in a tournament to end the existence of everything. Like, seriously?
Dude, that's actually very Dragon Balls, though.
I don't.
No. The Dragon Ball is this. How fucking weird can you get, but still do awesome shit?
That was taken more seriously, that whole character arc. See, the whole idea of stuff like Frieza wanting to be 5 centimeters taller.
That was hilarious. And
yeah.
And Bulma wanting to use the wish to be like 5 years younger.
That transition between the both of them, I confirm it. If Bulma had access to an army, she would definitely enslave more planets than Frieza.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and she already has Goku and Vegeta, so there's a start.
She literally has Goku and Vegeta on standby.
I mean, literally one of the threats in Super to get Jocko to come with her to go to the Zuno's palace. She was like, I will send Vegeta over to the Galactic Patrol headquarters and blow that shit up.
It's like, I have a Vegeta.
She made a terrorist demand. Bulma's a fucking terrorist.
Seriously, Bulma will do it. There's a reason she runs Capsule Corp now.
Jesus Christ.
She does not fuck around.
She's gonna nuke Frieza's army.
Oh no, the best part is too when Trunks gets older and actually stays stronger. He does get stronger. She now has 2 Saiyans. Actually, no, she has the remaining Saiyans on standby.
She has time machines. She has fucking the Pilaf gang to make stuff for her.
She has Saiyans to fight for her.
She has Saiyans and then these regular. She's a fucking god of destruction on her side.
And the angel.
And the angel
of the universe.
She just bribes them with food. Bulma's gonna wreck some shit up.
If Bulma was evil, if Bulma had malicious intent, oh my god, she could just control everything. She could have Frieza get fucked up by Whis. Actually, no, I don't think Whis or Beerus would actually fight. Because they're just like, listen, we're here to eat, not fight.
Bulma, I think, is probably one of the top 10 Dragon Ball characters.
Oh my god, no, top 5, if anything.
Yeah, top. Yeah, she's not only funny, but she does all this stuff. She's funny, she's smart, she's
the genius in a fighting world.
Yeah, exactly. It's so cool.
Sticks out, but not too much, like an outlier. She sticks out oh yeah, I'm here, I'm awesome, you love me, and we're all like, yeah, you're right, we love you.
I don't love her just because of fan service, but it's because
to be fair, there was no Bulma fan service in this movie. And every time
not in this movie. I mean, in earlier Dragon Ball stuff.
Yeah, in early Dragon Ball, she was the fan service.
Oh my god,
but
Japan
to be fair, every shonen, their main heroine, there's always a little fan service with them.
Japan has a really bad thing with
Japan likes porn, Brian. And
I
so
mean,
do we.
who doesn't? But they like underage porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like,
You know,
how old
do
are
you know
you?
that one?
15? Yeah, you got boobs. Let's go.
Well, you know what? Yeah, Bulma shows off her vagina and ass on screen to, I mean, not vagina. Like she shows it to like
Roshi.
Roshi. There's a full-on like shower scene in the original Dragon in the first arc of Dragon Ball where she like shows her like cleavage right to the camera,
That's
and
true.
you see her ass. It's
That was in the manga too, though.
she's 16.
Oh, she
She
was
was
16 at the time.
she was like 16 years old.
No wonder I was stiff when I originally read the Dragon Ball manga.
That's underage.
I was 15 when I read it.
And Oolong was like 8.
That was fair.
Oolong was
Listen,
8, and he wanted
if you
to
look at
get
the
it on with like
logistics,
several women.
A lot of Japan material is fucking weird. However, though, I remember looking it up, and the age of consent in like Japan apparently is 13.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
So it's underage for like
It's
us.
still,
I'm
it's still
actually
kind of
gonna
weird.
look
Okay. Shit, I just realized, how old is Chile in this movie? Because she's very fan fiction-y. I mean, no, not fan fiction-y, more like fan service-y.
She's an alien. I don't think it counts.
I mean, how old is she, though? I don't know.
Hold on. How do you spell her name?
I don't know. Beats me.
Dragon Ball Super Broly.
We're at an hour in this podcast. If you're still listening,
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you so much.
I
Please
can't.
go to our Patreon and give us money. No, I'm just
Okay.
kidding.
Where's Chile? Paragus, Beerus, Trunks. Damn it! Chile is not appearing.
Oh, you gotta be
You know
kidding me.
I'll just wait for this to go on the Dragon Ball Wiki, and then I'll try to add the age later.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's wrap this up with favorite scene.
We're wrapping it up? Oh, but I want to keep talking.
It's almost an hour long.
Man, I mean, Team 4 Stars thing is like an hour and a half. So.
That is true.
Okay, we'll just probably go into like 3, if that's fine.
Okay, works. Yeah, we'll go like 3.
Okay.
So we got like 20 minutes left.
Or at least until we run out of things to talk about. But
I can talk about Dragon Ball for hours, dude. I can do a
we're
live
talking about
stream
Dragon Ball. We're
for
never
like
gonna
8
run.
hours, and I'm still talking about Dragon Ball.
Mm.
Like I said,
should do
either
that
you
sometime.
don't like it or you're a super fan. No between.
We should create a 24-hour live stream to see how long we can talk about Dragon Ball.
I could totally do that. Dude, when I move back home, we're totally doing this.
Do you have a Twitch?
Yeah.
Do you ever use it?
I'm actually gonna start using it soon.
Okay, for games?
Yep, it's other stuff. So actually, this is a fun announcement now. I'm gonna
Oh
start streaming soon.
Oh my god, what? You don't have it set up. You don't know when you're gonna do it though.
I'm gonna see how my schedule full sale is, and then I'm gonna base off that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because my roommate's a streamer too, so I'm gonna have to like sync it up with him where like when he's done streaming, I can stream, and it's like stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, favorite scene for you?
oh my god, I know this isn't a scene, but the entire last 30 minutes,
Okay.
like from when Goku and Vegeta team up to fight Broly together, to leading Broly to Frieza, to them trying to fuse and Frieza getting his ass beat for an hour, to them coming back to Frieza, then interchanging back and Frieza's like, what the hell's going on? And then them fighting Broly. That entire segment was just amazing.
Yeah.
Like, because it had humor,
oh.
it had action. And dude, when they went to that weird, like, little alternate, like...
Can we talk about
area,
that? I've been meaning to talk about that for a while. What the fuck was that about?
I don't know, but all I know is that my eyes were just like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in anime.
I think it's implied that they're either going so fast, but a lot of, like, reports of, like, the movie say they're, like, fighting through dimensions.
No. Oh, no, they could be doing?
What?
Do you know when
Don't,
Goku...
don't say time skipping.
No,
Don't say time skipping.
No.
Okay. His clone is still in the Tournament of Power, damn it.
The turn power's over. His clone's still there.
His clone's still there.
It's just standing bored.
Just like Gohan in the manga was left behind. No, there was a thing in the Tournament of Power for the manga when like everyone's heading back to Earth after the tournament, and I think Toyotaro forgot to draw oh shit, there's an alarm going off outside. Sorry about that if you can hear it.
Yeah,
But Toyotaru forgot to draw Gohan with everybody else going back to Earth. So he's still in the tournament. That's why we don't see him in Broly, because they left him behind.
Oh, makes
This
sense.
this movie's canon to the manga.
Oh, makes sense.
And the reason I knew about that, because on Twitter it's that manga panel, and then you see Gohan just at the tournament ground saying, "Hello, hello."
And Zeno's like, "Why are you here?"
No, just nobody there. It's just him. But anyway, the dimension thing.
I know what that is. I'm pretty sure that's inside instant transmission.
Inside,
Because when you see them, they're inside like that little they're inside like the melting, they're inside like the flaming Arctic, which Goku and Broly fight inside lava. They fight in lava.
They go in lava. That was kind of cool, like to see like they survive that.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of neat. No, as soon as they land that lava and they see them fighting, I'm like, are these fuckers fighting in lava?
They're too strong to be incinerated by lava.
Yeah, they're too strong to be burnt alive by lava.
That's how awesome they are.
Seriously, but no, I think they're instant transmission because they go from that little like hellscape to Rocky Mountains.
Yeah, it's really
So
weird.
So
and
they're fighting inside instant transmission.
And the inside of it, I also like the inside of it was all like glassy and stuff, and like the transition.
That looked sweet. And when they started getting overpowered, they started shattering the glass.
Yeah, you know what I theorize it is? I don't think it's gonna happen in the series, but I theorize that every arc and like movie from now on is gonna have that. Like in every major fight, they're gonna end up in that alternate dimension kind of thing, and then maybe you can lead it up to like the final arc of Dragon Ball being like the dimensions. Like they've been the reason they end up in there is because they're so strong that they're fighting through like a dimensional barrier, and I theorize it'd be a cool, in my opinion, it'd be a really cool story idea, but like the final arc could be like
the
them
multiverse,
dealing with,
they're breaking dimensional barriers.
Yeah,
the multiverse.
So
one universe with all 12 in it.
Yeah, like every dimension and time and space itself is beginning to fall apart, and that way you can have excuses for like Zamasu coming back because he ended up in like basically time itself is falling apart.
And then Trunks shows up and going, "It's not me this time."
Yeah, you could have future Trunks come back.
And him just shout, "It's not me fucking up time this time."
It'd be like the ultimate celebration of Dragon Ball. You could have like
that actually would be.
Like them traveling through all the other universes and times and everything just falling apart.
For the 50th anniversary?
Maybe I don't know about that. But I feel like that might be what Super is leading up to.
I get to see that happening. Because that'd be a really good, like, yes, I'm done with Dragon Ball, this is it.
And also maybe it'd be really bullshit if they did it, but at the end of it, maybe it explains how GT came to be or something like that. Like everything in Super is just erased.
Oh my god, you know what they could do?
What?
When they do like the multiple universes, GT shows up.
Oh shit.
GT is really just an alternate timeline.
It'd be like Dragon Ball Heroes, only good.
Actually, speaking of Heroes, the game is coming to Switch.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Dragon Ball Heroes is getting a game coming to Switch called Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission.
Great. Remind me to not get it.
Oh, I'm getting it because it looks fun as fuck.
I got my computer just turned off. Okay, no, I mean it's good now, but whatever. Anyway,
what was your favorite scene?
Favorite scene? I don't know. I mean, I made a joke about the one Tournament of Power thing, but shit, that's really hard. I mean, one scene in particular, I think it would have to be anything with maybe Broly and those two aliens, Chile and Limon.
Those were nice scenes.
When they're interacting with each other.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That was pretty good.
I did like when Chile stole the remote.
Yeah.
And then later, when Broly drinks water, he's like, "What is this magical thing?" She's like,
"Yeah,
water." He's like, "This is amazing."
Yeah, that's my thing with like there were some things that were underdeveloped. I wish we got more of that kind of stuff in the film.
It's underdeveloped, but it's still addressed.
Yeah.
And I think that's better than not addressing anything at all.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
So, like I said, this movie does a great job of humanizing Broly. So you're just like, oh.
It does. It's like he's an entirely different character, a good character.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk him?
Who would have thought Broly could be a great character if you took out his backstory?
Who knew?
That's all they did.
And that's why I theorized that maybe I'm sorry. I was going to say earlier before I was probably cut off by you. So I mean, but
go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. I was going to say in the Japanese dub, I think Frieza at the end, he's like, I think there's a revelation between seeing Goku and Vegeta team up. Maybe I should get someone I need to team up against.
And he thinks Broly.
Or maybe Cooler, I'm thinking, maybe.
I could see Cooler. Dude, how
maybe
fucking
like
awesome that'd be?
Mm-hmm.
Goku, Vegeta versus Frieza and Cooler.
And maybe it's like maybe the excuse is like Cooler was seen as being too violent by King Cold, so maybe he was banished, like, or something.
And Frieza's not. Hold up.
Maybe Cooler's even worse. All right. I don't know. I mean,
genocidal maniac.
Well, the reason that Broly and like Paragraphs are like the reason you never hear from them is because they're banished, and that's why they never escape because they obviously can't breathe in space.
That's
but
true.
Like Frieza's race can, so I'm wondering if Cooler is gonna appear, how they're gonna incorporate him.
Or you know what they could do is to get because they've shown Cooler to not really care for his family.
Or maybe he was locked up in the Galactic Patrol prison.
Oh, I think that'd be really cool.
Actually, no, that's Moro. I'm sorry.
Right, that's the Vintage Super manga arc.
Do you know about that new manga arc?
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Isn't he like using magic?
Yeah, he's like Moro's power, like the goat guy. Mm-hmm. In case anybody doesn't know, Moro has the power to like take the energy from planets and create an energy sphere and then eat it and then take its power.
That's fucking sweet.
Yeah, so I'm like, and like he has the ability like to see if people are like sensing him. Like Goku tries to sense him, and then like Moro just looks back at him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually awesome.
So I'm like excited to see where that goes. So,
Same.
So heaven forbid, is Dragon Ball Super becoming good again?
It's funny how when Dragon Ball Super tries new things,
I know,
it's amazing.
It's weird, yeah.
And it's weird. It's weird that this movie does the exact opposite of trying new things, but instead fixes old things, and it's like
beautiful.
Woohoo!
Beautiful. Tournament of Power, I didn't really hate. It's just that it was too long. So
I've never complained about the longness of arcs.
You mean the length?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, whatever.
No,
all right, so
we watched Dragon Ball. It's a long ass fucking show. Like if you start from the original Dragon Ball all the way to Super, and if you watch Z, not Kai, Z, the Frieza saga takes up to like, I want to say 100 or something episodes.
Z does?
Because the whole Frieza fight is
Frieza
is 3 hours long.
Oh my god, yeah.
It is the longest fight in anime history. That single fight is longer than the Tournament of Power.
Yeah, that's the one problem with the Namek arc that I don't like, but you know, whatever.
So that's why I don't complain about the longest of arcs, because I'd rather watch an arc take forever as long as it's switching from fight to fight or switching from characters instead of saying that for 3 hours watching the same two dudes fight.
But anyway, to wrap this up, I think, what do you think about the overall rating of the film?
I'm going to give it a solid 9.5.
Okay.
And the only reason it's not getting the last 0.5 to be like a solid 10 is because I think I'd like a little more explanation of if Broly was a Super Saiyan or the legendary Super Saiyan.
I wouldn't say that's a big issue for me.
I think it's for me because I saw his hair go green to gold to green. I was like, okay, what the hell is going on?
Because he's a mutant.
That is true.
He's a mutant Saiyan, so I cleared that up. So 10 out of 10 from you.
Yeah.
Ah, nice, got him.
Actually, no, so I think still 9.5 because I really wish that Blizzard played during the movie, not just the credits.
There was a remix of it during one of the... Like, there was... During the Gogeta versus Broly song, there was, like, a cover of it, kind of.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, when Chile and Limon were running down the hall, you can hear, like, a jazzed up, hyped up version of... You just look up... I'll send you the song.
Okay.
I'll send you the song in the Facebook thing.
Okay. But you know what?
But,
never mind then. 10 out of 10.
I was going to say, wait.
As long as the theme played, that's the only thing I had right behind it, but now I know the theme plays.
Oh, those credits, by the way, when Gogeta opens up his pecs. Oh,
10 out of 10 there too. 10 out of 10 packs.
11 out of 10, 11 out of 10.
No.
I don't know.
Gogeta out of 10. Gogeta out of 10.
But anyway, to give my impressions, I want to say, as a Dragon Ball film, I want to say a 9 out of 10. As a regular film in general, because I'm a film student, so I kind of have to say it as it is. As a regular film that regular moviegoers can watch, I'd say it's like a 6 or 7 out of 10. Just
Yeah, I can
because
see that.
no, it's a convoluted story, and a lot of the conventions of like anime don't exactly transition well into a regular
Yeah.
film setup. Cough, cough.
And you would
Dragon Ball
need,
Evolution.
yeah, and you would need to know a bit about Dragon Ball to enjoy
Oh, you
this
need to
film.
know a lot about Dragon Ball.
Yeah, to get the full effect of this film, you have to be a fan of the franchise. Like, not
Yeah.
just Z or Super, the whole franchise.
Okay, yeah.
But,
So,
like I said, as a Dragon Ball film, I give it a 10 because it had a solid story. The villain, I say in quotes here, was very humanizing. You could sympathize with him.
mhm.
And every character you saw on screen stayed true to character. They were a treat to see. And even though the new side characters introduced, I was never bored of them. I was like,
pretty
oh, these
good,
guys
yeah.
are fun.
They were pretty good.
I had fun the whole time, and that's what I want when I go to see a Dragon Ball film. I want to have fun while I watch it. I think
That's
the only
true.
film that changed. I think the only Dragon Ball film that I would say I watch for the, I guess not for fun, but for like the emotional beats of it, is Wrath of the Dragon, because Tapion is a great character.
Yeah, he's a pretty good character. We can get into that another time.
Yeah,
but,
we can do, if this does well enough, we can do a whole reviewing other Dragon Ball movies.
Can we make a Dragon Ball podcast series, please?
All right, just because I
Yay!
love these.
Well, we'll see how this one goes, and
Yeah.
yeah, we'll talk about the schedule and
Yeah.
the idea of it. We can put it on your channel if we decide to do it,
Yeah,
where we just bullshit about Dragon Ball for an hour and a half.
I could totally do that any day.
All right. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for the
Make
idea.
sure that-
Thank you for suggesting this, Brian.
You're welcome. And remember, everybody, if you ever go to the Palace of Versailles, you know what to do.
Just like royalty has.
Yeah,
Just like Vegeta the 4th, the 5th, the 6th.
that toilet was Vegeta the Third. I can't believe that you masturbated inside of it.
Wait, that's King Vegeta. Ah!
Shit. All right, you can cut off the recording now.
Oh, well, anyway. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Brian's channel is in the description because I forgot to take it out.
Hell yeah.
Even I think for my Paper Mario series, your link is still down there.
It's still there?
So
Get it out of there.
I wish you get to change it.
Get it out of there.
Well, I'm gonna keep it there till this video goes up.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So Brian's Twitter and YouTube are in the description below. He's about to surpass me right now. Recording, he's at 91. I'm back down to 99 after having 100 again for the second time.
Damn it.
No, third time's the charm. Third time's the charm.
Work on that grind.
Seriously. I had 101 at one point. I was just like, yay!
I'm so sorry.
-2. Motherfuckers! Ruth even texted me saying, you're just destined to never have 100 subscribers. I'm like, I guess I'm fucking not.
Nope. All right. Is that the end of our video?
Yep, so remember, like, comment, subscribe. Brian stuff's down below. Follow him too.
All right.
And
See you.
see you guys next time.
Bye.